Hello everybody. Today we're going to get SuiteCRM ready to be integrated with n8n. Okay, so let's go. Integration is really important in your company. The days where somebody has to copy and paste something, maybe print it out, walk to another department, they're just over. Software needs to integrate your business processes, software needs to talk to software, and your business processes and the data around the processes just need to flow through the systems to enable you to automate your business. So this is how things are working nowadays. And of course, SuiteCRM can do this as well because we've got an API. So check out my video on API preparation on how to do this, because this is what we need now. So what do we need? We need, of course, our CRM system. Then we need an automation or an n8n installation somewhere which we can access. You already have this one here finished in the other video. And what helps as well is a postman in order to see or like to debug what we want to do. So let's try to get any lead information here from n8n in order to integrate those two software. And again, there are so many different ways on how to do this. Let's go do it like from scratch basically. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to trigger it manually. Okay, very simple, very plain. There's way more that you can do with it. I will get to this in other videos, but for now, let's just click on it and work it. The first thing that we need to do is we need to make an HTTP request. So, and this is basically exactly what we're doing via Postman as well, and therefore I can copy and paste it. So I need my endpoint, or I need the URL, which is this one here. And I need to send data via post to this endpoint where I expect to retrieve an access token. Authentication, none, but I want to copy this one here. So this is what we have created in the other video about the version 8 API to how to set it up. So I simply go and copy this one here, and I need to send it via JSON in the body as a raw option. So now I can basically send body copy or like rebuild this here. I want to send a body, I want to send it as a JSON using fields below. Yeah, no, I can use a JSON directly. So here I'm going ahead and do this one here. Now there are some options which we can add either here, for instance, ignore SSL issues, because I want to do this and it's all like local on a local environment, and therefore I don't want to bother with the SSL certificate here. And here I'm receiving my access token, so very nice, because we need this one in the next step. And now I can basically do the second request, which is again an HTTP request, where I'm going to use this one here and retrieve data from any random lead. So again, where do you get the information from? So here's the API documentation. Here, as you can see, I want to retrieve something from the API, and I want to retrieve an account, maybe with this specific ID. And this is what we're going to do now. Then I have to send a GET request to this endpoint, and I get a result which should look like this. So, and I've prepared this already in the last video, so I can now go to get lead, and I can basically copy this and move it over. So I can basically copy this and move it over to my n8n. So the first thing that I want to do is, it was a GET request, exactly. Here I would use a fixed or like a static ID that I get from the system, just in order to show how that works. Of course, later on we want to use variables and build up our logic. So, and now do we need an authentication? Yes, we do need an authentication, and you can see this here if you go to the header, and then you see authorization, and then there's a bearer, and then there's the token that we generated. So let's rebuild this, or yeah, here. So inside the headers. So inside the header, I want to use the field below. The name is authorization. Okay. And here, now I need to add a variable. And now it comes down to where do we get the variable from. So here you can edit the value, or you can plug it in. You need to switch to the expression here. But anyway, bearer. We want to have this one here with a space. And then I want to have the access token, basically the variable that comes from my first HTTP request. And this should be valid for around 10 minutes. That means my first request to retrieve the access token is not yet 10 minutes gone. I should be able to test this here. And I will be, or like it has already sent the request to my CRM system, and I have the as you can see here, I've got data already sent back as well. So this all worked out nicely. And yeah, just like this, I'm able to retrieve data from my CRM system and maybe do something with it. So here, to make it incredibly easy, how to start with it. So basically you need the first request, which is the one for retrieving your token, and the second request, which is basically for doing something with your CRM system. Here in the most simplest form, I want to get information from the CRM system and display here and use it later on in my business logic that I'm building up here now. Okay. That's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye.